And again, it could just be that they've got female skulls, but wow, why does Jimmy Savile's picture look like Eminem? Is that you, Feminem? Is Jimmy Savile Feminem's grandmother? Right, granddad, mother, yeah. Let's go back. This picture here, in particular, really did look like Louis in that picture, to me. It's the crook in the mouth that keeps getting me. The crook in the mouth. It's very similar. They are very, very similar, these two. And Louis was supposed to know that Jimmy was a pedophile. So if Louis knew that Jimmy was a pedo, then why would Jimmy rest here? I mean, why would Louis rest her chin on this very, very similar looking egghead? It's almost like they whatchamacallem, mother and daughter. It really is. Again, there's just such a similarity between them. Side on, front on. And it's almost like they're taking the piss, like this is mummy and this is daughter and this is how rigged everything is in England. I know, Jimmy. Now I know the truth and I can see you both girls. I see a very, very similar looking person. And again, it could just be that they've both got female skulls, I agree. But I've just got this feeling. I got a feeling that Jimmy is Louis' mummy. Let's go back. Who was we doing? Louis Theroux. Louis Theroux. I didn't take your name. Give me that name. Put you in the back file quickly. Louis. Open back file. Duck Dynasty buy. Paste. Louis Theroux. Right, search. Right, so let's come back. So everything that I've seen Louis do before Jimmy, I used to love sitting and watching Louis. He went to like the Ku Klux Klan headquarters in America. He went into the big prisons in America. He went and did all these amazing documentaries. I used to love. I really did love. I'm telling you, I idolized Louis quite a bit because he was the only, to me, he was the only news reporter that told the truth on stuff or took you into places and you saw stuff that you didn't see on other programs. I really did like Louis. You're a bitch, Louis, if you're listening. I'll tell you what I do like, though. Louis Theroux. My money don't wiggle, it folds. Louis Theroux, the original rap. I couldn't believe it when I watched this. I was like, is that real? It can't be real. But yeah, it was. Is that the original? Louis the rap battle. No, where is it? Maybe that's it. Right there. Is that it? Listen to Oliver Twisted. No. Louis' rap battle. No. Jiggle. Louis Theroux. Is that it? My money don't jiggle. It folds. Oh, it's taking forever. Let's kick it. Come on. Not another advert. You bitches. I remember when YouTube was cool. Didn't have adverts. Oh, that's right.
Louis Theroux, Duke and Jones, Jiggle.
This was quite good. It was. He made it in one of his documentaries, didn't he?
My money don't jiggle, it folds.
My money don't jiggle, it folds. Louis Theroux, jiggle. I gotta admit, Louis Theroux, I like that. I like you jiggle. My money don't jiggle, it folds. Right, where are we? Come back, Louis Theroux. There, sorry, I'm getting lost. Memories kicking in. Memories, nothing more than Hello, Anna Suze, I didn't see you come in. Hello, Jack. Hello to anybody I've missed. Right, where are we? Louis Theroux. When you look at Louis' face, the triangle is small. Look, it's close in. It's not spread. Okay, when you see a man's face, it's spread. The smile is. When I smile next to a real woman, it shows. It really does. Because you're so petite. I love it as well. And you have this small featured face with open eye sockets, high set ears. I believe that they've added a jawbone onto Louis, Theroux. But just by looking at Louis Theroux's nose, it looks exactly like Jimmy Savile's, like I said. But I know where Jimmy comes from. Jimmy Savile. I know where Jimmy comes from. Where are we? My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. Yeah, we saw a lot of penises yesterday, didn't we? I still haven't even got through them all. I made 3 of. Look at this, what we did from yesterday. Where are we? I forgot to show you. They were belters when you zoom in on them. Watch. The first one we saw was that one, wasn't it? Hiding in the corner. Right there, that one. That's a belt. Awooga! That one was quite a big torpedo in the water. But this one, stretching fabric. We're literally stretching fabric with Liang. There's 3 of them. We got 3 separate pictures of Liang absolutely forgetting to tuck, fold, or do anything to his penis other than show the world he's got one. That is a unit. You're right, Nico. And this double wanger. This one, look at the shadow cast on this one. If you can, I hope you can see that at home. Can we see that at home? You can. Look at the shadow cast by that penis. Look at it. It's huge. Cast by that penis. This one's also casting shadows, look. But people still deny it. Where is it? Jimmy Savile. That's what I was looking for. Jimmy Savile. I did do Jimmy Savile. Where are you, Jimmy Savile? There you are. Jimmy Savile. I do believe it. Was it in this one or this one? Where did you post it? You posted it here. Jimmy Savile fixing it for a young lad from Liverpool. Oh, fucking hell, Jimmy. Guess where Jimmy, of all the places in the world.
Well,
Where do you look at that sloping jawline? Of all the places in the world, where do you think Jimmy could have taken this young lad from Liverpool? It's bearing in mind, Jimmy was prolifically. Guess which country Jimmy took him to?
that really took some fixing, but
It took some fixing, but they got him there. Well, his camels in this sand. Is Jimmy in the Sahara Desert? No, he's not in the Sahara Desert. Where could Jimmy be? Let's go a little bit further. That's a funny hat you're wearing there, Jimmy. What sort of hat you got on your head there, Jimmy?
well,
I've seen these walls before, Jimmy. Where could it be? I just can't think. He's got a nice. Oh, look, the dome on the rock. Oh, look at his hat. Oh, I remember now, Jimmy. It's that country I'm not allowed to mention, Jimmy. But Jimmy's got close set eyes, and so has Princess Charles. Look, never trust a man who's got a curvy chin and close set eyes. I'd like to notice the difference in Princess Charlene's open eye sockets, but Jimmy's a little bit closer. Look, even though she's a woman, look, it's not the same eye socket. Okay, it's the same shape, but it's just not the same type of eye socket. Let's go back. Where were we? Oh yeah, Jimmy Savile. She's a bitch, lot. She walks like a bitch. So before you tell me that Jimmy was the biggest pedophile in England, you got to explain to me who Jimmy was touching, because Jimmy's a woman. Jimmy, without a shadow of a doubt, has got a shoe-on chin. Let's come back to Louis. Louis Theroux. Oh, hang on. What have we got on Louis? That's my bad. Sorry. That's what I went there for. Open. Louis Theroux in the back file. We've got 2 of them. We'll slap them both in. I did make mention of this, look, in this meme. Are they related? I don't know why Louis would put his head on Jimmy Savile like that. But look at those gates on Louis Theroux. I don't know if we're going to find them. We might do. But we'll add you to the list, Louis Theroux. There you go. Close that window. Open that one. Let's come back to Louis Theroux. So, I see the wrinkly Sharpay forehead. Is what you look like. What was it earlier on? Someone was blending faces. It was an absolute... It was so horrendous. Who they were saying was the same person. Who was it? I was sat here laughing, almost dying. Sides were splitting that they were saying it was the same person. It's worse than Dallas Goldbug's nonsense. Right, Louis Theroux. She's a tall girl, granted. She got a fake Adam's apple raisin. She got broader shoulders than most girls because she's tall. But I guarantee you, Louis' hips are just as big, if not bigger. Child bearer. Is that Louis now? Oh my gosh, Louis turned into a grandma. You're getting old. You're getting old, Louis. You're going to go meet Satan soon, and that'll be it. All your fun you've had on air, fooling us all, making us believe that you're doing good, and when you're not actually doing good, you're leading the opposition, nothing more. Away from God. Everything's away from God, right? I don't believe Louis talks about the Creator in any way, shape or form, as I recall. She's a tall girl. She got bigger hips than she does shoulders. She got really long legs up here somewhere and a short body. But she is a tall girl, I give you that. Again, they don't know where to put their arms, so they just put them on the hip area. Tuck their hands in the pockets. Stop you from seeing how wide those thighs are, look. Big, chicken nom-nom thighs. Who's that with Louis Theroux? Is that Louis' husband? Louis' husband's got a big neck and a square jaw, hasn't he? He's got big feet as well. He's got wide feet. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. She's not giving up any... Oh. She's not giving up any gates for me. What's that about? The Settlers. An incomplete portrayal of what? I don't believe in anything they show me. I really don't. At this point, they could have AI so powerful. I'm surprised they don't start faking space, because they must have computers with quantum capabilities now of processing. Louis Theroux. Maybe they don't want to show us how powerful it is. Louis Theroux. Saving it for Project Bluebeam. Walking. Straight away, there's a problem in this picture. He's in a different country. I don't know where he is. But they don't look like English people to me. If that's Louis Theroux, and I don't know if it is, but I've got a problem with that. Whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a policeman. I've got a major problem with the gait, the position of the arms, look at the shoulders. Nana's curving shoulders. This person with the boobs seems to have very, very straight legs, look, in comparison to that one. I don't know if that's Louis there, but it's from one of his shows, look, wherever we are. The people he talks to are going to be flipped. Most of them are going to be flipped. I can't see Louis talking to any real people, can you? He's got to talk to look at the state of these hips here on this one. You've got my attention, this old lady in the background. And if I was to have a straight on look at these two, Louis got the long face and this person's got the wide face. Low set ears as well, look. Large, low set, push back ears. Louis Theroux with an FTM. An FTM with a fake Adam's raisin. A beautiful Cupid's bow. Beautiful eyes. Gorgeous eyes. Oh my word, I'm falling in love. Let me go back. The chances of Anthony Joshua, again, look. What are the chances on Louis Theroux interviewing anybody that's real? You see, this is the thing. I always thought you did these in-depth interviews on celebrities and all this stuff. And you're just a liar. You're a deceiver. Just part of the show. Millions upon millions of them. People always ask me how many. Millions of them. Tens of millions, hundreds of millions of them. It's got to be. Every country, every politician, all the families, the brothers, the sisters, the cousins, they're all inverted. All them people take up jobs locally, like the mayor, the top psychologist, the top policeman, the top nurse, the top doctor. They're all taken by their families' jobs. That's how it works. It's all interbred. And you look at, who is it? There was a family tree once, and it was Princess Diana. They're all related. There was loads of them on this list. Hugh Hefner, Bill Murray, Brad Pitt. They're all cousins or 15th cousins related, removed, backwards, inverts, all of it. Louis Theroux with Diamond right there. With Diamond. It's a girl. Louis Theroux. Riding the girl like a bike. Inward pointing knee, mate. Can't ride like a man, look. If you don't believe what I mean, I'll show you quickly. For those of you that don't understand the bicycle principle either. Bike. Is it bike? It should be under bike. B-I-K-E. Bike. And I'm telling you now, I saw this in the woods. I wish I'd clicked record for this family. This family passed me. The children went past me first, and then mum and dad came past me. And I'm not kidding you, it was so instant what I was looking at. The male versus the female. The bike. I guess that one's going to be the biggest. Inward versus outward. Tweet. Tweet, tweet. Even the positions of the arms. Did you see the positions of the arms? If you've got Twitter, you can go look at it yourself. But the way a woman holds the bike handlebars compared to the way a man holds it, because of your Q line in your arm, ladies, and the Q line in your leg, you create these. You can't see the left one now, can you? But you can see this one. Men's knees go outwards, like women's draw inwards. There's a great picture I've got with Shakira doing exactly that on a bike. Is it here? No, it's not. Never mind. Right, let's come back. Lesson over. Let's come back. Louis Theroux is the person we're looking at. Wrong one. There we go. Louis Theroux, riding a girl like a bike, inward pointing knees. From Flamingo. You know, that might be a real woman right there. I don't know. Not massive feet. Slight shoulder tilt. The hip twist is there, look. I can see a cone. She is in the street though, look. So these could be general members of the public. See, that's what I don't see often with the Getty images. With the Getty, I see flash mobs behind them. The same thing. Not so much with Alame. I don't know. Anyway, we're looking for Gates. Is that you, Louis? That's AI, surely. It is AI generated. Look at the state of this. Louis Theroux, BBC Studios, goes where? I don't know, US. But look at the state of these three. Knees together, knees together, knees together, knees apart. With a 5 head. Massive heads. Look at the size of that head there. It's everywhere. And I can only imagine he only interviews inverts. Is that the only Gates you're going to give me? Where's all them other Gates gone? Street. There's a nice one. Right there. Game over. There was a full mince. I knew there was. It's not the clearest of pictures, but you don't... At this point in the game, you all know it's a slight shoulder tilt look, the slight hip twist. There's your cone, and there's your full mince. She's got short arms as well, look. For such a tall man, she's got really short arms. She can barely wipe her own bum, look. On my mobile, I've learned so much from you. That's all right. You're welcome. I guess even on your mobile, you can still... you got a decent screen, you can still work it all out. Unless you're firing it into your TV. You should Bluetooth it into your TV. Then you can have it on a big screen. That's all I'm here to do. Teach all of you to do this. You know, I know there's been ooh-ah about people putting skulls on faces and stuff. I don't do normal people. I've been through this so many times. These are the people I want to expose. Nobody cares if Fred up the road is a flip-flop. Only people connected to Fred. That's not my target audience. My target audience is people from around the world who are going to recognise Louis Theroux or the Duck Dynasty girls. What they're not going to recognise is Fred up the street. Okay? We've had plenty of people do it wrong. And I'm telling you now, there are people out there who are doing it right. But it's not my place to be doing normal folk. I'm here to do the celebrities, the ones people care about. The long face, the open eye sockets, the beautiful kissable lips, the soft chocolatey eyes. Both of them are really pretty girls. I've got this thing for dark eyes, chocolatey eyes. And we're done. Louis Theroux, I got you one perfect mince. If you want to see the meme, it's on my channel. Right there. Louis in flamingo and 4 full minces. It's there. Look.